Dear brothers, when I was a sophomore in high school, my buddies kept bugging me about joining the track team. It's a spring sport up in New England, and I had played baseball since I could breathe, along with basketball. And not playing baseball and switching to track seemed patently absurd, to be honest. However, football was my primary sport at the time, and my future was kind of balled up in that. And baseball seemed to be messing with my elbow, which was total BS. But that is what I was thinking at the time. So my buddies are like, dude, you need to meet this javelin coach who's going to break your hand when he shakes it. Being as macho as a 15-year-old can be, I thought to myself, nah, this guy's not going to hurt me. So I walk into the gymnasium with my buddies one day, and we walked right up to this tall, burly guy with glasses. And my buddies go, this is Coach McCrillis. Coach sticks out his hand. George McCrillis, nice to meet you. It felt like he was staring into my soul as our hands met. And he absolutely destroyed my hand, crushed it. I fought like hell to match it. All in all, I think I did okay. But I knew that I had just shaken the hand of a grown-ass man when it was all said and done. Little did I know that this coach was not only going to be my javelin coach, but he was going to become like another father to me. He has been there through every up and down in my life, taken me out to countless lunches, listened to me when I was struggling, held me for what felt like an eternity at my dad's funeral. He was at my grad school graduation. And every time that we talk, our conversations end with, I love you. And I dare say that we talk pretty much every day. So although we share a very special relationship, George has been taking young men under his wing for generations in our small Maine community. One of the greatest lessons he has ever taught me is the importance of doing the little things and providing what I like to call the little gestures that literally change young men's lives. So something you should all know about George is that he is a salesman. And in light of that, an incredible storyteller. He has a story about everything, and he knows everyone, and he could truly sell sand to the desert if he wanted to. But this also means that he can communicate with anyone. The downtrodden kid who didn't make the basketball team, the track star who lost in the finals, the young man who lost his father, the kid who can't seem to stay out of trouble. You see, what George does so beautifully is that he makes every person he interacts with feel important, feel like they matter, feel like someone is thinking about them and is willing to listen to them. And it isn't like he is some psychologist. He doesn't have a degree in psychology. He's not a counselor. He doesn't have an advanced degree in human emotions or communication. He is really quite simply just a good, character-driven man who wants the best for the people around him. And one of the ways that he does this is through what I had called those little gestures. So let me provide some examples of what that looks like. So each and every time someone in the community is struggling that he knows on some level, he'll stop by their house, he'll drop off some flowers and a quick handwritten note and just let them know that he's thinking about them. Give them a hug, he walks away. There is no such thing as a birthday card that doesn't get sent out, a handwritten birthday card, every single year. I have yet to have a year in my life where I've not gotten a handwritten birthday card from him. There were two kids in the grade that were below me that were truly screw-ups and were screwing up. And George invited them to lunch on multiple occasions to have a come to Jesus speech. Not because he had to, but because he thought it was the right thing to do. So let's forget kids who are screwing up. George would take anyone out to lunch or to breakfast or to coffee, just to sit down with them and talk about their life. Nothing fancy, nothing ostentatious, just simple, genuine conversation, even if it was just for a few minutes. He has been a volunteer basketball coach for years, never made a dime off of any of it. He just wants to be at the school and giving young men the opportunity to grow through the game of basketball. Oftentimes I'll wake up in the morning, I'll have a text on my phone because George wakes up before the cows do. And it'll be some research article or sports article or funky Amazon trinket that he thinks I would benefit from. He is always looking to give someone a little something. The beauty in this, as I see it, is that this requires no money. No status, no fame, no excellence. It just requires good character and thoughtfulness. Those little gestures that George has given to countless young people has changed their lives. The note saying that he's proud of them for graduating. The breakfast where he helps them figure out how they want to talk through college. The basketball practice, where he talks about how effort on the court can translate into business and life. The quick text message saying he loves you. The hug saying, hey, if you need anything, you just let me know. And he would truly be there the minute you shot him a message. I really can't imagine the amount of hearts that have been touched by George. And, my heart is full. I'm a little emotional just thinking about how much he means to me and certainly to many other people. But I want all of you guys to walk away with this message today. The world needs more Georges, more men that are willing to connect with younger generations of men who are willing to send a card, lend a hand, volunteer, drop off flowers, send a text. Young people today, young men are desperate for strong male figures and leaders. Go out and be those men. It doesn't take money. It doesn't take anything special. You don't have to have some fancy career. Like George has taught me, it just takes a little bit of some little gestures, and you can literally change the entire next generation of men so that they see what it means to be a servant leader and to be kind to others and to give yourself to them. Not because you want anything in return, but because you want to see them succeed. God bless. Be strong. Let's get after it, boys.